Welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss something every dog lover needs to know. Imagine your dog lying quietly in the corner. No barking, no whining, just sitting there. Most of us would think, oh, he's calm, he's fine. But what if I told you that silence can sometimes be a hidden cry for help? Dogs can't speak like us, so they send us little signals about their feelings. If we miss them, we might overlook when our best friend is stressed, anxious, or even unhappy. In this video, I'm going to share the warning signs most owners miss so you can catch them early and make sure your pup lives a happy, healthy life. Imagine this: your dog is lying quietly in the corner, not barking, not whining, just sitting there. To most people, that looks normal. But what if I told you that silence and stillness can sometimes be a warning sign that your dog isn't as happy as you think? Dogs can't speak our language, so they use small signals to let us know how they're feeling. And if we miss those signals, we might overlook when our best friend is stressed, anxious, or even unhappy. Today, I want to share with you the warning signs that dog owners often miss so you can catch them early and help your pup feel better. One of the first signs is changes in appetite. Think about it. You know how excited your dog usually gets when it's time for breakfast or dinner. If suddenly that excitement fades, and they leave food in the bowl or refuse to eat, it's a big red flag. Sometimes it's just a temporary upset stomach, but other times it means something emotional or physical is wrong. On the flip side, overeating or begging more than usual can also be a stress response. Just like people stress eat, dogs sometimes do too. Always notice those changes because your dog's food habits are a direct window into their well-being. Another warning sign is when your dog avoids eye contact or turns their head away when you try to engage. Dogs are naturally curious and love looking at the people they trust. If your dog suddenly won't meet your gaze or keeps glancing away with a stiff body, that's their way of saying, "I'm not okay." I remember a friend who always used to greet her at the door. But one week, he stopped looking at her when she came home. At first, she thought he was just tired. But after a few days, she realized he was stressed because of loud construction outside the house. Once she comforted him and gave him a safe space, his happy spark came back. A third sign is changes in sleep patterns. Some dogs will sleep a lot more when they're sad or anxious. Others will struggle to settle and keep pacing at night. For example, if your normally playful pup starts sleeping almost all day, it's not just being lazy, it can be a coping mechanism for unhappiness. Dogs sometimes use sleep to escape from stress. Pay close attention. If you notice this shift, it might mean your dog needs extra comfort, attention, or even a vet check. The fourth sign is unusual destructive behavior. You might come home to chewed shoes, shredded pillows, or scratch marks on the door. At first, it feels like your dog is being naughty, but destruction often points to deeper emotions like frustration, boredom, or separation anxiety. I once knew a corgi who chewed the corner of every single rug in the house. The owner was frustrated until she realized it happened only when she left for work. That destruction was her dog's way of saying, "I'm upset you're gone." Once the owner gave more enrichment toys and slowly worked on building independence, the rug chewing stopped. Another overlooked sign is changes in body language. Tail tucked, ears pinned back, lip licking, or yawning in situations that aren't about sleep. These are all signals of discomfort. Many people think a yawn always means tiredness, but in dogs it can also be a stress signal. Imagine your dog yawning during a loud family gathering, or constantly licking their lips when a stranger is around. That's their subtle way of telling you they feel uneasy. As owners, it's our job to listen to those whispers before they turn into shouts. Finally, one of the most heartbreaking signs is when your dog loses interest in the things they used to love. A happy dog runs to the door when you pick up the leash, or wiggles with joy when you pull out their favorite toy. If your dog suddenly stops reacting to those happy triggers, it's often a sign of sadness. Just like people can lose joy in their hobbies and they're down, dogs can too. This change can be easy to overlook, especially if life is busy, but it's one of the clearest cries for help your dog can give. So what can you do if you spot these signs? The first step is to be present and pay attention. Spend extra time with your dog, give them comfort, and try to figure out what might be bothering them. Sometimes it's environmental, like too much noise or lack of exercise. Other times it could be health-related, so don't hesitate to consult your vet. Most importantly, let your dog know they're not alone. Your love, patience, and care can make all the difference. Remember, dogs rely on us to understand the signals they can't put into words. The more closely we watch, the sooner we can help them feel safe and happy again. So the next time your dog acts just a little different, whether it's avoiding your eyes, sleeping too much, or ignoring a favorite Toto, brush it off. It might be their way of asking for help. If you found this video helpful and you want to learn more about how to understand your dog's emotions, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your experiences in the comments. Does your dog show any of these signs when they're upset? I'd love to hear your stories. Because when we pay attention to the little things, we give our dogs the happy, healthy lives they deserve.